All right. We back. Make some noise. We up early. Motherfuckers was complaining, but it is what it is. Turn your camera on, man. Nobody told you not to be prepared. All right, this might be risky. Episode 11.
I was like 11. All right.
Yeah, man, we making it. Got some familiar faces. If somebody got their TV off on, let's turn that motherfucker down, please, or off if we can. All right, let's get right into it, man. I'm feeling good this morning. I've been up. I got newborn, so I've been up since all night. Right.
I have not. I don't have any newborns.
All right, look. First topic.
Somebody got 8 dogs, so they probably been up all day.
Oh, I hear so much bitterness. So much bitterness.
It was shade. My bad.
It is what it is, right? All right, first topic. Does a woman's SMV, sexual marketplace value, dictate the caliber of man she can get? So, as an example, Lizzo, right? She be shooting a shot left and right, but her sexual marketplace value is if she didn't have a name, if she couldn't sing, based on just aesthetics, is relatively low. Right? I think most would agree with that, right? Just based on weight and such, right? Because that matters. Mm-hmm. Or for a man, if you overly short, your sexual marketplace value is probably a little bit lower, right? But that doesn't matter for much as men because we can have money, which can up our sexual marketplace value. So does a woman's SMV, sexual marketplace value, dictate the caliber of man that she can obtain? Give you a second to think about it. I can see the wheels churning. Aisha smiling. So Aisha, pop it off. What you think?
I just think people like what they like. There's some men who like big women, and if they like big women, then her sexual SMV is high with those men.
That's not true.
If they like big women,
no man like big women.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy. I know men who like big women, and Lizzo is not an ugly woman. She is big and unshapely.
If you ask all those men that you think like big women to name their top 3 hottest chicks, none of them gonna be big.
Yeah.
None of them. They'll be like, Beyonce,
Halle Berry,
Gabrielle. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna name no big chicks.
Yeah. Maybe the men that you hang around, but I don't think
no.
I'm asking men that you think like big women to name their 3 hottest chicks, and none of them gonna be big. They sell for big women because that's what they can get, but that ain't what they like.
Some men say that's their preference.
No, it's no man's preference.
Yeah, they don't actually prefer. That's what's obtainable.
Yep.
So again, the question: sexual marketplace value. Does that dictate the caliber of man they could get? Because if you look at what people say high value, right? Men making 6 figures, especially black men. What's that? The 6-figure men is top 10% in the country, right? Mm-hmm. So does the SMV of a woman, we go on to you, Pierre, dictate the caliber of man she could get, or vice versa? But I think it's easier to kind of just make it more concise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. There's literally a whole marketplace, a niche for men who like big women. And before Lil Wayne and whoever was talking about BBWs, the BBWs look like big, just real big. Like there's a whole market that caters to these people. So
name one famous person that has a BBW.
No. But are we talking about famous or are we talking about like?
I'm just saying, name one.
Yeah. So Pete, the question is caliber, right? So fame, fortune. I've never seen somebody of the stature with a larger woman. And when we have to do this much thinking, it's probably factual.
It's factual.
Because, and also, Pete, I just want to point out, you said niche, right? There's a niche for everything. But by and large, what's usual?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you put it in those terms, then yes, right? If we're gonna look at what we in our society, what we value, sure, you're overweight, you're big, ain't nobody checking for you, your value's kind of low, and if my dog don't shut the hell up, but yeah, I just think on a larger scale, the way I see it, it doesn't really matter, only because again, there are people who like everything, and there's going to be a market, and if it was, to be honest, if it was that much of a minority, it wouldn't make money, so they wouldn't do it. There's a whole porn section. There's Pornhub with a section. So I mean, that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
But now they have stats on what's the most Googleable, like what porn clicks get the most clicks. I don't know if BBW get the most clicks.
Why don't you look it up and let us know?
It's trackable. I don't think BBW's up near the top of the list though.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Alex, does a woman's SMV dictate the caliber of man that she can obtain?
No, I don't think so at all. I think y'all are just focusing on, or maybe that's what you're intending to do. I think you all are just focusing on celebrity. And I know that's something that a lot of people idolize, but the reality is there's a lot of people who are, or men who are the 10% of men are not always famous. And I'm sure they have regular looking women. I'm pretty sure of it. And then opposite too for men, like people like what they like. Like most women don't have these men that are over 6 feet tall, that are these athletic builds, that's not realistic at all by any means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you keep talking about average, then you're right. Right. But the top 10%, right? If you have money, right, that adds to your value and therefore gives you a greater selection.
So then is it that,
Mhm.
okay, since we're talking about the top 10, is it that they necessarily, that's really what they like, or is that what they think that society wants them to have, what they're supposed to have?
That's what they like.
No. I don't think that.
You say you don't think, but we can only go off what we see.
So let's look at some of these.
Hold on, let's look at this. Let's look at average, which you deem average, and you go to a club. I have not seen, nor back in our heyday before we were married and all that, did we ever invite large chicks up to the section.
So that was your preference.
No, there was a bunch of sections around me. Me?
All the sections.
I mean, come on, man. Like, let's be honest. Have you seen this, Alex? People popping bottles with a bunch of women who would be deemed unattractive.
I've seen people do that for the show, but then who they end up with looks nothing like what people would think that they normally be with. The people that they wife up, they're the mother of their children. They end up looking nothing like these bad bitches that they parade around in the club.
Give me the initials of the person.
What they really like?
Give me the initials of the person that you know. See, because like you just saying stuff because it sounds clean.
No, but it's the truth. Like, have you ever been in a situation? And maybe I'm wrong. I have seen people sit here and they've got their token girlfriend on the side, but then you see their baby mom, and it's just like at some point you were attracted to her. And at some point you were attracted to her.
That's not necessarily true.
No.
Yes, it is true.
That's not necessarily true.
See, here's what you got to understand. Men have sex, right? All vaginas aren't the same. So if you having sex with a woman because she got a good vagina and then she gets seated up, that wasn't the intention.
So how did okay.
Also, not to mention, if you calling her at 3 a.m., that's attraction. She only get called at 3 a.m. She like a vampire.
I mean, but you're clearly attracted to something to be making that call.
No,
because you can have any girl.
No, that's not true.
I mean, they may be like voluptuous in some way, I guess, but you're not gonna bring
at the
her
end
home.
of the night for a male, something is better than nothing. So she, the later it get, the less attractive she got to be. You know what I'm saying? Every minute it go by, the attractiveness can go down. By 3 o'clock, she can be a 4. Come on.
By 3 o'clock, she could be a 4. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, Q, we coming to you. What you think? Does a woman's SMV dictate the caliber of man she can get?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes because, like, if you want to be realistic, if you take a chick that look like Beyonce and a chick that look like Lizzo, and y'all have an argument, it's gonna be certain things that the chick who look like Beyonce could get away with that a chick who look like Lizzo is not gonna be able to get away with. Like, you know what I mean? It's and at the end of the day, even when you take her out, let's say you have a chick that is pretty large, there's just gonna be certain things that I think a guy's gonna do differently with her. He may just take her out to dinner, take her to a movie, whatever, and take her back home. But that chick who looked like I think somebody mentioned Gabrielle Union or Halle Berry, she gonna be treated completely different. And they could have the same amount of money, they could have the same status in society. It's gonna be different. That's not even talking about celebrity. It's just a larger woman is not gonna be valued the same, no matter what. Now she got money, and then let's say y'all get into an argument, a guy might beg her to stay, but it ain't about her, it's about the money.
Good point.
So
okay, so I see what you're saying. So okay, now we're saying it in that context. So I do think that more attractive women and people have more options.
right.
They've got okay, gotcha. I will agree with you on that.
Wait, hold on now. Golly.
What you mean? Hold on.
Like, so just be honest with yourself, Alex.
Okay. So here's
Less
what I'm saying.
attractive people tend to not get the same caliber of partner, right? Because men's value is often connected to say money, as we discussed on Wednesday, and a lot of times women's value is based on their looks and their aesthetics when dating.
So, like I said, in agreeing with Q, I do feel like the more attractive women or people in general, they do have more options. So I will agree with you there on that. And maybe that's more options to, in this particular instance, people who are of higher caliber, more money. However, in that same instance, I do feel like there are definitely some people. Not some people. There is a good majority of people who are genuinely attracted to bigger women more than they like to lead on. However, having that arm candy, it's a good look for you. It's something to floss.
But even if you're in a club, right, and a bad bitch walk in, she gonna be able to pull at least, I don't know, 3 times the amount of niggas.
She got more options.
She gonna be able to pull three times the amount of niggas than if a bitch like that's huge walks in, and niggas gonna be like, nah, I'm good on it. Nah, but you cool though. But nah, like they're gonna treat her completely different. They're gonna treat her
just because
different.
she's huge doesn't mean she can't be a bad bitch.
But I'm saying she'll be a bad bitch to a select amount of men, whereas most men would find a chick that if Halle Berry and Lizzo walked into a club together, and everybody know they celebrity, everybody know Lizzo got money, Halle gonna pull more niggas just on principle because she's a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna have to work as hard. A bitch like Lizzo gonna have to show you that she got a good personality, that she could cook, all this other shit. So yeah, I say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think oftentimes we're trying to figure out like what the exceptions are, but normally like what we're saying is not valid, it's not viable. Like attractiveness matters, but even without the size, even somebody who's less attractive, like in the face, you don't have the same options, right? So the question being, SMV dictate the caliber of man. Is it fair to say yes?
Absolutely.
Or
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I mean, it's a big part of it. It's not the total thing, but I think you can only find you got to be, I don't know. can't even think of the words I'm trying to say right now, but it's too early. But the answer is yes. Fuck. Sexual marketplace value determines the type of man that you'll find. Like you can't have no unattractive woman with no hot dude.